Hey, afternoon everybody, how we doing? Back again. Just having a tidy up. Bench is a mess here. Messy bench. I think I've lost some people off the top because I think Tim was in maybe earlier because Aaron's just said glad to hear it, Timothy, and I can't see any message from Timothy. Let's just change that to live chat, see if that changes. So yeah, been a busy few days actually. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I've got some. No, I've lost some chat, I think. Okay, so I got Rob's radio channel in first, saying hello to Daniel. So I think maybe I've lost a lot off the top. So welcome to Rob, Tim, Daniel, and Nick Petronics, Matambly, Joe. What else we got? Dids is in somewhere. Just let me catch up with the chat a minute. We're talking about tea by the looks of it at the moment. Tim's got 3 different Yorkshire teas. Danish. Lurking but headed for the rain locker. Chris is in. Test. Yeah, you're working, Chris. My favourite tea, Earl Grey. Earl Grey for me, Rob. And if I can get the loose grain stuff, the long grain, it's amazing. Mike Cass, hi Mike. Rob Titheridge. Multi's in. John Hood, hi John. I'm sure I saw John Turner there somewhere as well. Looks like I've lost a lot of text there for some reason. Mick McGinn, hi Mick. And Murat from Istanbul. Welcome. You had a feeling I was an Earl Grey man, did you, Joe? What gave you that impression? Where's all my chat gone then? Because there's a lot more chat than that. Yeah. We've got Dave Rhodes, hi Dave, and Phil. How you doing, Phil? And Derek Cooper. Lost your top down the dry side of the chair. Lost your top. Try down the side of the chair. Lost my top. Lost the plot, I think, Derek. Yes. So yeah, a bit of a messy bench here at the moment. So today's victim, I've sort of saved the satellite 610, well no, 210, and it's 6001. I've sort of saved that to my eBay searches, so I get like a notification when they come up for sale. And this particular one came up with a reasonable start price with the SSB unit as well, which any of you got these radios and know that that SSB unit is like gold dust. They just don't come up for sale. Very rare anyway. So I thought I'll have a bid on it. So I put in my sort of highest bid and just let it run. And lo and behold, I got it, which was a surprise. I thought it would have gone for a lot more. Get that finger in. Get the beers in, yeah. Oh, Rich A, you're back. Oh, welcome, mate. Hope you're doing okay. Make it so. Stuff like that. Ideal. I lost the top off the chat. Yeah. I don't know what it does that. As soon as I pop the chat out, it deletes like the top. God knows how many lines. Don't know why it does that. So yeah, that's the story behind this radio. I outbid you, John, did I? You had your eye on it as well. It was me. I think all in all, with the postage, it was 171, I think, John. Rolf, how you doing? So got no beer today because I had a bit of a session on Friday night. So the manager at work had his leaving due on Friday. So it was a bit of a messy night, shall we say? And I was rough as arseholes yesterday. That's a technical term. Rough as a badger's backside yesterday. So yeah, didn't get a lot done yesterday at all. So I'm not feeling like having a beer today. So I've got the old Corporation Pop on the go here at the moment. Look, it's in a Guinness glass though. Does that count? It's a Guinness Welsh rugby glass. So there you go, Derek. Welsh Guinness glass for you, mate. Oh, it's the other Derek, isn't it? We've got two Dereks and I always get them confused. Yes, there's a lot of drinking of stuff that shouldn't be drunk, really, Joe. In moderation, but there was no moderation really went on at all. So yeah, God, I had a day of recovery yesterday, so I didn't do hardly anything yesterday. I had lots of things to do, but I didn't do them. So I need to go and get this radio because I've only just sort of cleared up the bench here. In fact, I haven't really cleared it up yet because it's still got the debris from the R707, which has gone off now. Unfortunately, I didn't take any pictures of that or video it because my phone's still playing up, which is a bit of a shame because I'd have liked a record of what it looked like when it was done. So just a few final tidying things here, and I'll go and grab the radio because it is a big beast. Anyone that's got one of these will know it's a big old thing. And I'm also interested to find out what is inside that SSB unit. I've had a look at the schematic for it. There's 3 transistors in there. But it looks like there's a tunable slug in there as well that does the tuning. So, yeah. Afternoon, Anthony. There's not going to be a long stream today. I'm looking to finish, hopefully, somewhere around about the 4 o'clock mark today. For anyone that's thinking of popping out and coming back in later, I shall probably be knocking it on the head about 4 o'clock. So nothing on the bench apart from a bit of mucklet at the moment. So bear with me, and I'll go and get the victim for today and chuck him on the bench. See how we get on. Incidentally, I did look for some tips for the Portasol, and it is obsolete apparently. They don't make them anymore, so you cannot get replacement tips for the gas iron. So I've got to get another one. So anyone got any recommendations? One they've got maybe, or one they know of? Right. Coco and Maddie are looking after the radio. You right, Matty? Yeah, you're waiting for your mummy, aren't you? Now, where did I put the SSB unit? Yeah, I don't know if this clips inside the radio, because there's like a piece on the back that looks like it slides onto something, so maybe it slides onto the back of the radio. Maybe there's a bracket missing or something. It's actually in better condition than I thought it was. You know, my intention was just to buy the radio and have the SSB unit for my other one and sell this one back on again. But it's in really good condition. Well, it's not great condition, it's in good condition. So zoom out a bit, where are we? That way. I'll use that for my center of the screen. There she is. It's a beast of a radio. Now, I've got to assume it's not working. That's the SSB unit there. I've got to assume it's not working. Whew. Rainbow, oh, hair smells like roses. You've got one I can have. What is so 125's the big brother? Get that oldie one, you can chuck it away and get another the following year. I hear what you're saying, Rolf. Weller does make some really nice ones, but they're a really nice price as well, Joe. I think they're a little bit more compact, which would be nice. Afternoon, Christian. You use an eroder. Works fairly well. Eroder, not heard of that. So yeah, here we are. This is the radio now. I was just saying as I was coming up the stairs, this has got like some sort of cutout on the back. It's wiping it out a little bit. It's like a cutout there. The couple lips, like it slots onto something. So I don't know, is there a place it's supposed to slot onto? Anybody familiar with this thing? There's nothing on there it slots into, unless there's something in here. Oh, hello, that's a bit. That's not going back for some reason. It's got the old switch on it, but it's got one of these, like, and it said cigar lighter, shaver socket things on the end of it. Yeah, I don't know why that's not could have got shaken about in the post, I suppose, and the power units moved about maybe. This is, I didn't see this piece here on my other radio, but maybe it was there, but I don't recollect seeing this. Unless this is, is this the, this is the bit for this, isn't it? Aha. That's why I didn't recognise seeing that bit. So that goes there, and this bit slides onto it, look. Oh, wow. I've answered my own question there, haven't I? So that must make it line up. Well, sort of. Yeah. So that is a bracket for that. Doesn't lock in very well, but there is a little pip there. Unless it goes the other way around. No, it's got to go that way, isn't it? Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder what that thing was. And there's the elusive plug that goes in the back. Yeah, I did wonder what that strange extra battery thing was for. Obviously, it's not for the battery, it's for the SSB. Interesting. You learn something new every day. There's not a lot of information out there on these. I don't think I've seen anyone do a strip down on them. But I believe this is the slug tune in here. So I think before we plug this in, I want to pop the back off just to make sure that that slug is going in and out, because nothing's going to work if that's not happening. So the radio itself, these are considered to be one of the best portable. It's not really portable, it weighs a ton. It's supposed to be one of the best sort of portable shortwave radios that was ever made. So it'd be interesting to see. I'm sure that light switch is supposed to lock on these, but this one isn't. Have we got a tuning dial cord? We have on FM. We have on the band spread. I think you've got to physically switch it over, haven't you? Yeah. So we have all the dial cords working, which is good. We've got a little knob, a little button missing off the front of here, which is a shame. Again, it's a non-standard size. I think I've got, my other one's got the top missing, I think. So I've got maybe another one. I can make 2 out of 1. Other issue is we're losing some of the wood finish over here. But hopefully I can paint that back on. And if anyone wants to know how to paint that back on, you need to check out Andrew Alsfa, who did a very, very good video on how to paint back the wood finish on the woody effect. Now, I prefer this finish to the metal one. The other one I got is the metal version. This is the woody. Other issues, some of the text is missing. All rubbed off. This is nearly gone, just barely hanging in there. No way of recreating that really. The text on the back looks mostly there. And something I didn't realise is on the back of the handle. So if you've got the handle in the down position, you can still read all the push buttons off of the top. Look, it's clever, isn't it? Very well made radio. It's got a band spread for shortwave. I believe a band spread. Does the band spread work with this? I think a band spread works through this, doesn't it? And it narrows down the bandwidth. If you know what I mean. Okay, so the information on this, did I get this up here or did I get it up on the other computer? Let me just tell you what it says on the eBay listing. There is another one of these on eBay at the moment with the SSB module, but they want too much money for that. If you're desperate for a module, then it could be a way to go. Or SSB module. It's a BFO, isn't it, really? It wants me to sign in. Purchases. So I bought this on the 4th of February. So screen cap. So this is a radio and the description is down here. So hopefully you can see that. 6001 SSB unit. Everything's intact. Buttons, switches, dials working. Clean age-related marks. Battery or mains. Here's a plug. SSB unit supplied, fits in back. Supplied but untested. Strange. You would think you would test that when you're selling one of these, wouldn't you? FM very good. Shortwave bands heard on telescopic. Medium wave AM crackling and interference. Well, that's going to be fine, isn't it? Not sure why the crackling. Either age, it could be a position of the radio not helping. Moving it does seem to help. So it says, this is interesting, this radio was repaired and serviced early last year. So that could be good. In my experience, that's probably bad. Someone's been in messing with it. Could be good. You know, there are some good repairs out there. But it's a very, very complicated radio to mess about with. So yeah, there you are. That's the story. No, I want that one, don't I? That is the story so far. Hi Paul, no worries mate. Thanks for dropping in. Let's just catch up. Christian's in from Germany. East coast of Australia. Thank you, Paul. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Sorry, I didn't see your text as I was reading the screen. You saw one for 20 at the local hardware store. What, the soldering iron or the radio? It's a nice radio, Benji. That's a good idea, Rolf. Runs off an 18650 battery. That would be useful, wouldn't it? How long does it last? Afternoon, Brett. You got an adopted cat. He wrote it originally from Maplins, but seen them in other places. I seem to think I might have got this from Maplins. I'm not sure where I got this from. Might have got it from Maplins originally, but I do need... I mean, it's still got some life in it. I mean, the tip is okay. It still works, but... it's my one that I use at home, really, for outdoor work. It's a bit too aggressive, really, for working on boards. Now you can get Eroda on eBay. I'll have a look at that later, Nick. Thanks for that. Welcome back, Rob. Bob Anderson, how you doing, Bob? Full English, nice. Tabletop and portable can be moved from room to room. Yeah, it took enough to carry it up the stairs, Benji. Dial course going to be a nightmare on that, Rob. Nightmare. Yeah, you did get the SSB unit, didn't you, Rob? Hi, Thomas. You always want to be the one doing the repairs. Yeah, I know. Breathalyzer to the PC. I've done a bit of that myself recently, Joe. Dear, oh dear. Why'd you do it? Oh, it's for soldering iron, Joe. Okay. No worries. Hey! Thanks, Chris. You're not ready for the DAC 90A yet, are you? It's on the back burner for a minute, Chris, while I get some of these repairs finished up. Harvey's in. Hi, Harvey. All right, Rolf, yeah. You used to be able to get a 12-volt Amtex one, didn't you? It would go on a car battery. And thanks for the super chat, Chris, as well. Much appreciated, mate. Need to buy a lot of cheap junky stuff after a fifth of Jack Daniels. You get by a lot of stuff, but you can't remember what you bought. I know the feeling, Benji. Stuff turns up here and I think, hey, when did I get that? Like, I've got to go back into eBay or Amazon and find out when I got it. That doesn't happen very often. I'm not an alcoholic eBayer. Yeah, I know, it's huge, isn't it? Ken, how you doing? Sunouts in Bournemouth. Nice. Bit cloudy, you know. We did have a bit of sunshine earlier. Mr. Laser Sound, afternoon to you. You got a couple of the 12-volt ones, Anthony, have you? No worries, Chris. I'll get that one done next for you, mate. As I say, we've got the pot here now from John Turner. Very kindly sent that one out. By Benji stuff. So we need to get some power on this thing and see if it works. So anybody doesn't know what this radio does, it's long wave, medium wave, short wave and FM. Pretty much everything. I don't know that it's continuous right the way through, but it's got a turret tuner for shortwave on the side, a big old clunker like the Selena Vega, which is working. So that means the rubber band underneath is still intact. It's good news. So it looks like it goes. Now there is an amateur version of this. So it's got, instead of satellite transistor 6001 on the top, I believe it says amateur up over here. And that's the one with the amateur bands on it. Now, I would have preferred that one, to be fair. I would have liked the amateur bands because it's got pretty much the same bands on it. It was originally shipped with that SSB unit. The one did come up on eBay a while back, and I messaged the guy and said, where's the SSB unit? He said he bought the radio without it. So if you get the amateur one, it should have that with it. So if the seller's not included that, just ask them, say, look, you know, is that stuck in your drawer somewhere? Because it may be that he's got it. There is an amateur one for sale in Italy at the moment, but it's a bit rough. So probably best left alone. So yeah, it does 49 meters. I think this starts, does this one start lower down? Because we've got you've got 1.6 megs up to 5, and then this one takes over from 5. So we have, yeah, pretty much straight through, because we've got 11 meters on there as well, I believe. It's got the 11 meter band, which is, it would be 10 meter in the amateur version. But yeah, you've got the 11 meter band. And you've got the 10 meter band as well on it at 28 to 30 megs. It's just they've put 11 instead of 10 on it. So that's band spread, I think, for, it says SW1 spread for this. Tune in, we've got wide and narrow on that switch, and battery check, on and off. I don't know whether red is on or os, ein, off. Massive, great aerial. I don't know what this one's like. Hopefully it's nice. Nothing worse than a busted aerial on one of these. It's looking good so far. It's going up to touch the ceiling in here. Yeah, aerial looks good. Yeah, pretty good. Very slight kink on the very top section, but that's all. So two section, I think it's that bit there for FM, and then you pull it all the way up for shortwave. But yeah, it's just a little tiny kink in that top section, which probably will come out. Overall, that's a good aerial, that is. Makes a change. Up on the top, we've got the band spread, which spreads these bands out further. I think the band spread section's in green, so if you push band spread on 11 meters, it goes from 25 to 26 megs. Antenna tuner for shortwave. Looks like bass and treble. And that's volume. We've got a pickup button. Can't quite see that. There's a light button there, but I'm sure that's supposed to latch on these later ones. Pickup, long wave, medium wave AM, shortwave 1, shortwave 2 to 9, which is the turret tuner, FM, and that switches the internal aerial out. And this is a speaker control on the front here. There's a 1 and a 2 speaker. I think is that stereo and mono? Again, we've got stuff missing off here. I can't read that. And that might be stereo mono switch there. We've got a headphone socket. So how are we going to do this? I can't get this back open properly. So we've got a mains battery switch. We have got a 9 volt, but it's one of them funny little 2-pin jobbies. Yeah, I think that the power supply inside has shifted. So I don't think we can get at it from here. We're going to have to pop the back panel down. Let's have a look inside the battery compartment while we're here, though. Never know, there might be something in there. 50 pound note or something. Nope, but it is very clean. You also, you used to be able to get a Grundig dry fit battery for these, which I think was a rechargeable, wasn't it? You used to be able to get those, and I'm sure I've actually seen them, but never had one. I think actually I did see them at what was Retro Tech. Is it still Retro Tech? So I'm going to have to get the back off to sort out this mains plug a minute. We'll also be able to see what's been done inside, if anything. I'm sure this just hinges down when these two screws are out from memory. Yeah, I don't really know why that. Oh, I think it's just maybe this bit catching. Well, it looks maybe like someone's put a new dial cord on it. Looks pretty clean. There's our power supply, TN12. Doesn't look too bad. Can't see any signs of melting on it. See, I don't know why that was jammed, but it does seem to be binding on something, doesn't it? I think it's binding on this this bit here. Yeah, it's binding up on this flap here. Just seem a bit strange. I'll take it that's for when this isn't in use and we've just got a 9-volt battery on it. But yeah, it's just binding on that. So there's a socket for our SSB unit is in there. So it fits in that hole. Car aerial socket, FM aerial, AM aerial, loudspeaker, phonotape, as I say, this weird 9-volt supply there. So that's the mains battery switch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in my Variac. There's no, I don't think there's a setting in it for voltage, is there? Oh yeah, there is in there on this one. So it's set at 220 with 9 volts out, which should be fine. So I can't really see any signs of bodging or that yet, to be fair. It might be that someone's done the dial cord in it, perhaps, and maybe done the toothed belt underneath. I don't know. Let's pop a screw back in then a minute. That doesn't keep dropping down, and is my Variac turned on? No, I need to find the plug for the Variac. Let's catch up with the chat a minute, see what the verdict is. Theo's in. Hi Theo, how are you? Oh, they use the X25 tips. See, I wonder how long, do you know what the current draw is on them, Anthony? I don't know if I got one of those little Yasuo batteries. One of those little ones would fit in my bag. Rubber band, yeah. Transocean as a rubber band, that's called, yeah. It's got dial lamps. Brett, yes. Derek Taffman, how you doing, Derek? A KW? I don't know. It's a German word. I can't pronounce it, Joe. Oh, there you go. FM's sorted us out. Kurzweil. Thanks for that, FM. I don't know, Harvey. I've just bought it off of eBay as, I mean, from what he's saying, it's working, but it's crackly on long wave, medium wave. Oh, light button's a twist lock, John, is it? Okay, so you push it down and... Ah. Thank you. You are right. I guess, member 2 months. You're the membership police, Harvey, aren't you? It'll brew beer. Nice. Oh, crafty end, nice. Dial cord live, yeah. TV tuners, it is like those old ones. It's like a bit like the Russian one. It's not as clunky as the Russian one, mind you. It's a much smoother. Afternoon, Cyberflyer. It is, Bob, isn't it? Whether it's just a way of them making a bit more cash out of it or cutting some of the cost out of it, and if anyone wants the option, they could pay for it later. Any idea on the date on this, then? What's the year? Are we talking in the early 70s, are we, with this? I don't know. SSB and the Grundig 5000. I've been looking out for one of those as well, Timothy. You're right there, Ralph. That's a horrible job. All right, Anthony. Oh, you're going to make me do limit the PVI calculation. Come on, now you must have a calculator there, Benji. Buy an ice cream for Penguin. Thank you, Theo. Yeah, we're okay, mate. I've still got a problem with my back, so that's why I'm not going to go on for too long today. Done something between my shoulder blades on my back. I think it's been pulling pallet trucks. I think I've done it, but you know. I'm slightly overmodulating, am I? Ah. That's only for battery use, untwist for mains use. Alright, John. Oh, 1969, so I wasn't far off, was I? It is a lot of plastic. It looks the part though, doesn't it? It looks like wood. Plastic worm. No stream elements? It should be. I didn't see him though, Bob. Yeah, unusual. Where's Mr. Stream Elements gone? He should be live. Unless it's done some software update or some blimmin' thing. Have a quick look, because it should be monitoring the... Wants me to update my details. Top 5 countries. Oh, Canada, Malta. I would have thought so you've got quite a few followers in India, Germany. It was waiting for me to update my thingy bob. It says the bot is in your chat. The bot is in your chat. Sure, should be in there. It says it's chatbot new. It looks like the 8-ball's back in again. Ask the magic 8-ball a question. Yeah, I'm not sure. It should be in there. It should be. It'll probably come in as soon as I do something, won't it? But no, you're right. I haven't seen him in there. I don't know on this, Chris, really. Just catch up. Rob, can you buy you an SSB for the other one? They just don't turn up, Rob. You've basically got to buy a radio with it in. The amateur version had the SSB module actually in. Sylvester Slidewell, hello to you. Sylvester Slidewell. Sandra's in. Hi, Sandra. Hey, Christoph, how are you doing? Grundig Satellit. Yes, it is. It's the biggie. Right. Okay. Let's find the plug for my Variac. Let's unplug that. I don't know what I've just unplugged. Hopefully nothing essential. I think it's my, yeah, that's actually a good thing. It's my oscilloscope, which is the noisiest RF generator on the planet. Okay, so I've got a socket in the bottom for one of these plugs. I didn't realise that it fitted, but amazingly it does. So I don't know which way's on and which way's off on this switch. Is that on that way? I don't know. Anyway. Let's turn around. So I've got the Variac, it's got a cutout, so if there's any problems with the electrics, it'll cut out. We've got to switch it on. Let's wind up the voltage to say 80 volts. Well, it popped when I flicked that on. Nothing's happening as yet. Oh.
I need to give myself lots of space to watch that without falling asleep. Start watching it in the morning one day. That might be a good idea.
There we are, 240 volts.
That is obviously going to be happening tonight. So tomorrow is going to be the day we'll find out who's won what.
Let's put back to 220 actually.
Also, just want to say quick hi as well. Keep those messages coming in because I've just had the most lovely...
So it's only drawing... Well, this is not a great ammeter to be fair, but it's working.
A hot pot in the oven. A hot pot. I've made a hot pot for ages. Give me ideas. Sunday, I always get ideas for recipes from all the recipes that are sent in. I absolutely love it. So Christine is making a hot pot. I'm just finishing up some tea light holders, using up some paint from a larger project.
Is that light?
Christine sent me the picture of those. They look absolutely gorgeous, Christine. Thank you for that. And also going to be dog walking soon before it rains again. Loving the show, thank you. Thank you, Christy. And yeah, weather-wise, I am so over the rain. Hopefully, we're going to get the rain tonight, but weather-wise, I'll keep you up to date with anything problems on the
something's...
road very soon. Right now, Claire,
something's...
Job. I'm ready to one.
We get that with the sound of it.
It took 30 years for the work to find its true spiritual home. Translated into English in 1951, it found an audience with a younger generation busy rejecting materialism and mainstream values and keen to explore non-Western thought. The Beats, led by writers like Ginsberg and Kerouac, found that Hesse's protagonist embodied all of their ideals in easily digestible form.
Wow.
And so Siddhartha rose like a phoenix, bestowing its light across not just them, but their children too. For all of those seeking an identity as far from Eisenhower's America as they could find, the novel offered a shining path to a new world.
Stereo mono, that
Rick Brown is the author of the Nirvana Express about the West's love affair with India.
This was a time of reassessment about what the meaning of life was, what the meaning of existence was.
I think
a revolt against convention, a revolt against the idea that your life, you would grow up, you would go to work in a bank or an insurance office. Or you
was certainly working on
and it was just
FM, isn't it?
To you following this until the day you died. And a sense of inner quest. What is the meaning of life? What is the meaning of my life? What should I be doing with my life? And I think Eastern philosophy held out a very tantalizing and
medium wave. Strange. Sounds like there's, if you've ever heard an SSB signal,
knee-high challenge of Larry Lacona at a point where the game was finally poised. Brighton had scored twice in quite an offside, and well that's been said. Could have been more, Fotheringham made a great save, but he just...
It almost sounds like there's a power supply issue.
That they can get in these areas to get the deliveries into the box.
Well done, fascinating show. Fantastic, fascinating show. There you go.
Yeah, I think the mains cable's picking up interference from something. Could be anything, couldn't it? Well, the tuning indicator seems to be jamming. Try long wave.
Every generation needs their heroes, and it's childish to condemn your own. The book Success tells you a lot about what mass audiences understanding and validation. That's no bad thing. To do that with a work that is undoubtedly striking and undoubtedly different is no mean feat. Siddhartha is important as a cultural artifact. Is it important as literature? Inevitably, it depends how you define the criteria, but art is striking me. It certainly has something to say. And if there's a whiff of self-reflection around it all, then perhaps that's a small price to pay.
I think it's picking up interference, that noise. I don't think it's anything disastrous.
Wary of anyone who turns up brandishing it as an excuse to sleep on your floor. So,
Darryl, how you doing?
that man is still one of my closest friends today.
Selenium rectifier.
Reading is by Matthew Cordell, and it was produced by Alison Diamond-Smith. It was a pure production for BBC Radio.
Right, let's try shortwave. So not really getting down the bottom. We should get something up the top here somewhere. Just see if we can pick up a signal. So I've just got my signal generator on. Let's just chuck that up there. Let's put in 4 megs. 1 millivolt should be enough. Let's tune it around 4 megs. Let's put a bigger signal in. I think that's just interference, you know. I'll check all the connectors and everything, but I'm pretty sure that's just interference, so that's working. Say that's 1.6 to 5 megs, so you're not really going to get anything on that this time of the day. So look at the turret tuner, where are we going to be? We probably should be able to get 40 meters, but then top end of 41 meter band, we should be able to get something. It's this one here now, isn't it? Let's try band spread. No, let's try 49 meters. Nothing on that. I am on this indoor aerial, mind you, so turn that racket down a bit. 11 meters, I doubt it, but let's try plugging our, I mean that's FT8 you can hear there, so definitely in the amateur band there. Let's plug our SSB unit in, see if we can get any sideband action. MVC, what is MVC then? It's got AVC, MVC. AVC is normally automatic volume control. Careful of this aerial. Do not want to muller the aerial. Right, let's have a look. Which way around? It's got to go that way. It's plugged in. Let's turn it back on again. Is this working? Can you hear the Morse? Let's put it in the middle position. Sounds like 10 meters is open. Well, not open, but So let's try the 20-meter band then. Could be dirty contacts on the tuner as well, but okay, right, what I think we need to do to test this properly is to stick it on an external aerial on it, because this is just picking up everything from in here. But it is working. It seems to be working on all the bands. Oh, manual volume control, and the other one's automatic volume control. Thanks, Sylvester. It will pick up CW, yes. I think we heard some CW. Not a lot, Joe. There's not a lot of AM stations here. I think I said hello to Daryl, didn't I? Let's see who else is. Anybody else dropped in? Thanks, Rob. You just powered yours up, completely dead. You get one pop and that's it. Oh dear. It does seem that our lights are all lit up as well, because when I switched that, I don't know if you noticed that this light goes on and off. So if I go back to FM, that light goes off. Go back to the band spread and on it comes again. Pull the shortwave tuning out. It makes tuning easier. Pull the shortwave tuning out. Oh, I didn't know that came out, John. Look. Well, you live and learn, don't you? It shows I haven't read the user manual for it. That is easy. I've been trying to tune it with this little thing here. So unfortunately, there's no fine tune on it. Well, we've got fine tune on this one, but the band spread doesn't hit the amateur bands, unfortunately. So band spread is set up for the broadcast bands. So if you listen to amateur stuff, probably one of these isn't the best for that. Because, say, the band spread starts at 15 megs up to just under 16, which is the 19-meter band. I should have thought we'd have had something on the 19-meter band. But yeah. Anyway, let's do what I was going to do and hook up the external aerial. Let's see if we can get some noise on it, proper noise. So I can certainly hear some Morse there. I can hear some FT8. Let's grab my aerial, which has got a speaker attached to it at present. That's the speaker off the big old German radio. Alright, let's get the old antenna tuner in with the external wire. See if I can hook this up to the back somehow. Let's pop that power off a minute. So what have we got in here? Let's get that SSB bracket folded in. Just pop that out for a minute. So it looks basically like we've just got two holes to shove something in. And hang on, it's very kindly sent these over. Does that one fit in there? Oh, well, you look at that. Now, these were sent over, I believe it was Martin. Doesn't feel like it's biting on that connection, so I think maybe someone shoved something in there. But we can try it. How does this work then? This must somehow clip out or off. It must clip out somehow. Hen hen, pull the KW regulutot out, it's better. You mean this one, you mean? This one, you mean, hen hen? We've got that sussed. John told me that just now. So. This, I should be able to wire this up. Does that just pop out of there? Or does it pop out that way? I think both of them pop out. So what we need to do is wire this one up permanently, I think. So let's just use a couple wires. Let me find some wire a minute. So I've got one of these plugs that was very kindly given to me, which fits that absolutely perfectly. Great little thing. Very clever. So we just get a bit of wire, and I'm just going to wire this up so I can just plug it into the end of my wires here. I'll have to keep swapping and changing then. What colours have we got here? Is that green? Go for a blue and a red. How about that? I'll take it that's some sort of strain relief there. I don't know where Martin got them from, to be honest, John. Yeah, I really don't know. He gave me two, but one was a 2-pin and one was a 3-pin for the FM as well. I think someone is selling them on eBay somewhere, John. I've not seen Martin in today yet. He usually drops in a little bit later, doesn't he? Check on your fish. Well, let's work them up. I'm not sure which KW knob you mean to pull out, Hen. Is that the tuning one that I pulled out on the side? Or is there another one that I'm missing somewhere? Right, let's get this one done. So that's going to be my signal, the red wire. Do a very good job of squashing that down. I think I need to strip back a bit more wire than that and wrap it around the post. So I'll have to message Martin for you, John, just to see if he knows where to get some of that. Any more of those then, perhaps. Making a bit of a pig's ear of this, but I need to make sure that's nicely clamped in. I don't want to keep taking the plug apart. That's nicer. Excellent. What's that? There, nice. Excuse me. Here we are. Wired up. So now all I've got to do is connect these back on. So let's go brown to brown. These little Wago clips are very, very useful. Just unclip that one, which is my, what's the name one? Mono plug. So I bear these wires back. That should make connecting these radios up a whole lot easier. Just tin the ends of those. Stop them fraying every time I swap connectors. Better cool them down a minute. That's one. The other one, and we should now be able to just plug in. There we are. We're in. All right, let's do it around the other way. Unwind all the wires. Excuse me, I've still got a bit of a cough. Let's get our SSB thingy back in. Not we need to put it on the bracket, I don't suppose, but it's nice that we got the bracket. Find the hose, switch on there. Let's pull the knob out again. What we want here. Oh, I am stuck it. I haven't plugged it in. Gotta plug it in, Graham. So many things to plug in here. Alright. Try again. I had to switch the area out. Okay, that seems to be working better now. Let's try, yeah, it does help if you switch the the rod area out, telescopic area out, and switch this one back in. So let's try 40 meters again. I'm surprised there's nothing. Oh, there is. God. It's interference on this mains cable, I think. Right, let's have a look. Where else have we got amateur band? We've got, it's not late enough yet for that. So we've got the amateur 10-meter band up here. That's really quiet, isn't it? No. There's just way too much interference, isn't there, unfortunately, to do anything much on this. Something's totally wiping it out here. Could be that light there. Could be switch mode power supply there. No. Well, it's difficult to say, isn't it? It's just so much noise in here. I still had the band spreading, didn't I? Let's turn that off a minute then and see if we can get anything. Let's have a look at the other bands. We want. Should be able to get something there. band spread on.
Bunlar bugün yedekler arasında bu 11 size ne anlatıyor? Fotoğraf aslında. Valla ben bu onların çok dinamik bir ömür olarak düşünüyorum. Safran'la gibi bir tecrübeli ve çok usta bir oyuncu. Safran'la birlikte olsa gibi süratli.
The 25-meter band's certainly got some activity on it, but we're not really dark enough yet, are we? 19-meter. So unfortunately it's the broadband router that's making most of that crashing noise that you can hear. So look at another broadcast band then, so 16 meters, we're going to get anything on that. What's that? About 18 megs. Meters. What's on the band spread, aren't we? metre we've done. Wow, that's pretty much run through all the bands on that. It is working, but so much noise in here. All these LED lights and that are the worst on the planet. Electronics old and new as a video on this subunit, SSB unit. He made his own. Has he actually got one of these? I know he did a video where he made his own, and I gave a couple of the kits away, didn't I? I made one myself and gave one away. Hi Gavin, put some ferrets on the mains cable up around the core. Robert Head, how you doing, mate? Your 2001 has an SSB box just like that, really? Paulie, how you doing? This is the shortwave receiver your dad used for a long time, but it had a metal finish. Yeah, I've got the metal version of this. And I did a video just under a year ago on one of these. I didn't put it in the picture or put it in the title. It was just titled Sony and Grundig. I didn't, for some reason, I didn't do the I didn't do any pictures for it for some reason. So if you look back, you'll see the metal one there. How you doing, Ben? Welcome, mate. Antenna switch got there in the end. John. All the SMT caps, yeah. Not touch any caps. Oh, Stream Elements is working now, look. He's back. Stream Elements is back. Fromage fondue. Sorry, Fromage. I was sort of scanning through lots of different bands. I did sort of say which ones I was on. There's some activity on 20 meters. I can hear that, but it's a bit on the light side. It's not very strong here. Yeah, unfortunately, it is the power line adapter, which does the tally downstairs. So the only chance I've got is if I knock Mrs. Cruncher's tally. The bot is back. I don't know what the set. Bob, thank you very much for the tip, Bob. I don't know what the settings are. You can set settings for how often Stream Elements announces itself, but I haven't set that up. 6130 kilohertz Radio Europe every day, loud and clear in Cambridge. You can hear that at the moment, Robert, can you? Oh, Manuel's got the exact same one, John, has he? Ideal. I knew there was one that he was working on. It might have been for his Satellite 5000 that he made it then. But yeah, Manuel's done an excellent series on this radio. If you want to know the absolute ins and out depths of this radio, then you need to look at Manuel's videos. Fantastic job he's done on that. So there's not a lot wrong with this, I don't think. Is it deaf? I don't know. It's so difficult because I haven't got anything to compare it to. I'm trying to think. My other one is working, but I think I pulled it all apart to service it, and I haven't got round to doing it yet. So let's have a little look. We've got time to have a little quick look inside this one. I'd like to have a look inside this. So I'm intrigued to see what this is made of. It needs a bit of a clean, I must admit, but it's working. It is working. I'm pleased with that. I really thought I might have a problem with the slug tuning in that, if the cord had let go on it. Let's get you down a little bit on this then, and we'll have a look inside this. So I do need to shoot off a little bit earlier today. So let's pop that screw out there. There we are. Oh, very nice. Nice bit of German engineering inside that. Let's get you in a bit closer. So yeah, there's our little tuning slug. Let's find me pointy thing. There's our little tuning slug, and sure enough, the dial cord's nice and tight on that. So a quick look at that wire. Let's get my light down. Yeah, it was alright. It might have been broken there, but it's not. So our switches, little transistors. There is a lot of wires in here, some adjustment points which we definitely won't touch. So there's a coil or transformer there. You've got potentiometer there, looks like there's another one. No, so it's got a couple of ferrite beads in it anyway, by the looks of it, just in there. Just off the camera shot there, aren't I really? Nice to see inside one though. Yeah, you're right. The alternative to power line adapter, yeah, is to run a cat cable right the way through. Yeah, the problem is it's right literally the whole length of the house to get from here to the TV with a cat cable. So the only way to do it would be to run it outside, really. I could do it. I could take it down the outside wall here with my amateur radio antennas, run it in underneath the decking and across the lounge, drill it through the wall. So it is possible. It's so annoying though, isn't it? You bought an internet repeater for £10. It doesn't make any noise. An internet repeater. You're welcome, Thomas. We've got to have a look inside because I've never seen inside one of these before. Can we sort of prop it up to make it even easier to see what's what in here? You can't really see it all at that angle. I can see it much better than you can. Yeah, wants to be about there, really, doesn't it? Right, there you go. You can see a bit better, especially if I get my head out of the shot. So, I don't suppose it would be that difficult to recreate this. The only thing you'd have a problem with was rewinding this coil. Saying that you could, if you had one that you were willing to take apart, you could, if you were brave, try and unwind it. But it looks like it's three. I don't know if it's a single or braided wire. I don't know. Don't want to poke it around too much because I'll break the blooming thing. But so it looks like this plastic piece is a former for the cord as well. So it hasn't got a pulley. It just rubs on this plastic by the looks of it. So as we turn it, that slug moves in and out to do the tuning here. Yeah, it's just rubbing on the plastic. 3. That's the sort of midpoint there, I think. So as I say, we've got 3 little BF. What are they? BF 184, 184. Yeah, 3 BF 184s in it. Transistors, that is. And this is just a potentiometer up here, isn't it? Yeah, there's a potentiometer there. So I mean, this could do with a bit of servicing, probably, just to clean the switches, clean that potentiometer up here. Normal capacitors, no electrolytics in here to worry about, by the looks of it. Decent resistors, not those horrible old carbon types. They may be carbon, these, but they're not the nasty ones. Got a little black thing in there. I'm not sure whether that's a thermistor or not. This looks like some sort of transformer because it has got windings on it. Could be another coil. You can see wires coming off of it there. It does look like some weird sort of transformer, that. Oh, steady. So if I dig the service manual out, yeah, I think I'm going to have to do it, Aaron. I'm going to have to bite the bullet and get it done at some stage. I need the external cat cable. Is it cat 5 or cat 6 or cat 7? I know nothing about cat cable. Nothing at all. Nothing about cat cable. No, there's no caps inside there that need doing. Just really just a little bit of servicing. Just lubricate the switches and the potentiometer there, I think. You don't need anything on that. No, it looks very straightforward. Yeah, it looks very straightforward. I'm just going to get the circuit diagram up if I can find it on here. I've got it somewhere, I'm sure I have. On there, is it? No. Now, say I did it last. I think it was April, May time. Grundig RR, Grundig TN12, Satellite 205, Satellite 210. Oh, that's the user manual for it. Should have read that, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's the user manual, so I want the service manual. There we go. Here we are. Here we are. So this is the SSB unit here. That. So that's the switches. So 3 transistors. Fine tuning is done through an inductor. That's the preset there. This is Zoostat. Voltage of 90 to 110 millivolts should be available at the emitter of BF1843 at the center position of the fine tuning. So take it that this one probably is the adjustment for that center position then to give you the swing either way when tuning it. That's going to be what that potentiometer may be for. ABC, MVC. Yeah, so it looks like there's ferrites on all of those, or shield wires, maybe. No, shielded wires. They don't look shielded. Yeah, nicely made little bit of kit, that. It says there's a electrolytic there, look, 100 NF, 35 volts. That looks like a tantalum. So yeah, there is a tantalum in there, a little tiny one, stuck in behind one of the switches. I think there's a layout as well for it in there. Yeah, so that's that transformer there, look. 7209017. That's this one up here. So that's the noise. So that's a filter for the noise limiter button. That little thing there. Okay. What other exciting things have we got in here? Let's just zoom that back out a little bit. That's the board layout there. So that's a mirror image that's viewed from the solder side by the looks of it. Why they do that, I don't know. No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, very nice. I'd say it'd be interesting to see if anybody has some been inside it. Well, I think they have, but so far it looks fine actually. Whoever's been inside it hasn't done a bad job. Well, thanks, John. Benji knows about cats. Yeah, Ethernet's, it's all about getting the connectors and the crimping pliers, isn't it, really? The problem isn't the wiring up of it, Bob. It's actually physically running it around the house. And that's the problem. We've got all chipboard flooring in here, which is a nightmare to get up. And downstairs it's a floating floor, so it's polystyrene with chipboard on top of it. You've installed a few, Paul, have you? Slugs will be out and about soon. Gee, how you doing, mate? You converted a Cat 6 cable to be a Beano PowerLink cable. Nice. Higher Cat number, better quality, higher bandwidth. Okay. Use Cat 6 or higher, Aaron. Better cable, the less electrical interference. Right, well, we don't want any electrical interference, really, do we? So, yeah, that was a nice little look inside that. I'd say I didn't realise Manuel had done one of those, but I must have missed a couple of his videos then. Let's pop that back in. That's that one. I wonder if we've got time just to have another quick look. See if we can see anything untoward in the back here. I don't really want to take the whole thing out of the case. It means taking all the knobs off on that, which I don't want to do yet. It probably could do with a service. It might bring it up a bit better. I don't know, as I say, whether anything's been done as far as capacitors is concerned. You can't really physically see any. I can just about see a cap in here. And that is an original, one of the, what's the name of them? Is it Fracco? So I think this is the amplifier section, so certainly the amplifier's not been recapped. Might be then that we'll pull it apart next week then, perhaps. It's great that all the selectors and that work. I'm really pleased. I really did not expect that to work, to be fair. But I mean, look, even the turret tuner all looks nice and clean. I'm just looking at the contacts now on it. So maybe someone else been in here and given it a bit of a service. Yeah, the drive for the... Oh, it's all to me grave then. The drive seems fine. Just trying to see if I can see the condition of the belting underneath, but... So, that might have been changed, because that looks like a black rubber in there, and the original ones were like a white plastic material, so I think it's had a new drum tuner belt, because it does seem to run very smooth. Yeah, I think someone's just given this a service, you know. I think that's what's happened. It's quite a complex bit of kit inside there. Just going to quickly skip to the loo a minute, but I won't be a sec. I I don't know if Mrs. Cruncher's back with the dogs yet, but definitely we'll look at getting a cat cable put around. I think my neighbour's got all the pliers and that. That won't be a sec. Right. Yeah, I've had a bit of rain today again. Nice, drizzly. I haven't really had anything else arrive new. But yeah, interesting radio, very well made. Yeah, I believe you've got to take the top panel off, haven't you? Then it all pulls out. So it's not difficult to get it apart, but just haven't really got time today to do it. Thank you, Rob. Amplifier, headphone sockets. You can see it tuning the radio stations on the meter. Okay. Yeah, you need a signal tracer, Rob. You got a signal tracer, haven't you? Sure, you got a signal tracer. So you need to have a look, see if you've got anything at the volume pot, Rob. See if you've got a signal at the volume pot. If you have, then you've got a problem with the amplifier. But then saying that, if you've got a short on the amplifier, it's taken something out, then there's all sorts it could be. Can't get the screw back in now. So definitely need to have a go at painting back the wood effect on the case. I think what I'll end up doing, my other one's not in bad condition either, it's in really good condition. They're both in pretty good condition, but I'll probably end up keeping this one and selling on the metal cased version. Some of the station names while we're having a chat. Glass of water. I can't sound your keyboard, Gia. Gia, was it you that sent me the plugs, or was it Martin? I think it was Martin, wasn't it? The aerial plugs, these. So that's work to treat that as. I do need to check the sensitivity of this radio though, so I need to get out some test kit at some stage. Just catching up. A nightmare to recap, yeah. I think it's one of those ones you just got to take it slowly, John. I mean, do it a little bit at a time. Use a TP-Link range extender. Uses radio instead of putting the signal on in the mains. What frequency does it use for that then, Anthony? Is it up in the gigahertz, is it? Do you want the Cat 5 with individually shielded pairs? The best quality possible, I suppose. Get proper exterior cable answer. Yes, yeah, we'll do. Sandra's off. Chill, Sandra. There's not much more now. I'm just folding up, really. So we're gonna have an early finish tonight. Germans do make very good quality stuff, mate. Hard to upgrade when it's inside sheetrocked walls. Yeah, we got the same here, Paul. But, you know, we got dot and dabbed inside. So literally we'll have to drill it out of the wall, run it down the outside wall, along underneath the decking, and then drill it back into the lounge, in behind the telly. Wasn't you? I'm pretty sure it was Martin sent it over to Gia. I've been. Gallon bottles of 505. What's that for, Paul? What's 505? Yours has a meter, yes. Well, it's the same radio, Rob. So, yeah. Sort them cops out, Aaron. Thanks for joining us, mate. Are you on the second floor? No, it's the first floor, Joe. First floor. So it's only a two-story house. No, it's on the floor below me, mate. It's on the floor below, so it's fairly, well, I say fairly long, I don't know how long it is. 3, 6, 9 meters maybe. So it's probably about 9 meters across, maybe 10, 11, I don't know. And then you got 2.5 meters down to ground level. So I've got to go, so I'd need 5. I'd need probably about 15 to 20 meters of cable, I reckon. 15 to 20 meters. Spicy green chili. Whoa. Are we dealing in are we dealing in 505 and Hatch? What on earth is Hatch? I'm missing out some stuff here, aren't I? I've missed out some chat here, I'm sure I have. Ethernet with fibre. Flipping heck, fromage. That would be the problem. I think the problem with fibre is termination, isn't it? I mean, you've got to have special tools to terminate the stuff. I know when I worked on British Gas, we dug up a fibre optic cable accidentally and broke it. It cost an absolute fortune to get them out to splice it because of the kit they had to use to do it or something. They couldn't just cut it to replace a whole section or something. I don't know, but it was mega expensive. Drills, fish tape and Cat 6E. Hatches is a green chili. In the US, you call the floor at grade the first floor. Yeah, we call the first floor the ground floor here. So ground floor and first floor. There's no fiber optics here for the broadband, unfortunately. Fiber splicing and polishing is getting cheaper and easier. Full fiber. Nice. Yeah, well, up one floor from the ground, Joe. Yeah, so downstairs and upstairs, basically. Upstairs and downstairs. I'm upstairs. I can show you somewhere here if I can find it. If I can find it, I can show you what the outside of the house looks like. So I've got some pictures of it. I'm sure I have. I took some pictures after I painted the exterior wall. When did I do that? This last summer, wasn't it? Oh, there we are. So if I go screen cap and cube it, get me off. So this is the back of our house. So if you can imagine, I'm up here. Make sure you're on the right screen a minute, otherwise I'm talking to myself. Yeah. Okay, so I'm in this room here now. So you can see my amateur aerials exit out of this hole here. And the actual telephone connection is just hanging off there because I've disconnected it while I was painting behind. So the telephone cable is just in behind here. So it would come out, it would have to go down to the floor and then have to run along. And this is the living room here. And the telly is just here where that drain pipe is. The TV is behind there. So that's where it would have to run. So it's actually not that far, is it? So it's about, these ceilings are 2.4 meters high. So like I say, it's about 2.5 meters there, say 3 meters down to the floor level. And that's probably 10 meters across there, 13 meters. So yeah, about 15 meters, I reckon, to get right across. £30 a month. That's what I'm paying for normal broadband here. In fact, no, I'm paying more than that. Cheers, Jer. Catch you soon, mate. T&K brackets, yeah. I could do Bob, yeah, no. The problem is it's damn difficult to get up to the eaves. That's full scat on my ladder, and the eaves overhang quite a lot, so it's really difficult. I mean, it was hard enough getting up there to paint it. I could if I had a staple gun, maybe staple it up underneath. No, we don't have basements, Thomas. Yeah, we don't have basements. Some of the old houses, I had a basement in a really old house when I lived up on the moors. Super lube, I knew I had to get something else. Oh, I know, Joe. I know, but the problem is his brothers and sons live too far away, and my brothers are not that much difference in age to me, so. I disconnected my on the air sign because I thought that was interfering with the radio, but it's just all the lights. I keep looking at that LED and keep blinking it for 10 minutes then. Has anybody got the Elon Musk system? Starlink, isn't it? Is it Starlink? Is sort of satellite system for broadband. Anybody got that in the UK yet? Or anybody got experience? I've heard that the download speed's good, but the upload speed's really slow, or the other way around. I can't remember now. But I did think of that to try and boost my my upload speed, because the upload speed is what you need for streaming, and mine isn't very good. You have the snail system ADSL. I don't know what mine is, Harvey. It's not. Mine's just over the copper lines. It's nothing fancy. Too expensive, Nick. What, the Elon Musk system? Starlink, I think, or something like that, isn't it? I've got the ladders, Ken. It's just, and I can get up there. It's very awkward, and I'm on my own most of the time. Mrs. Cruncher doesn't like heights. It probably did, Ben, I expect, but it was one of those houses. It was built, it must have been in the 1600s, I would have thought. It's this really old, really old house. And I'm sure it had radon. It must have done. But then most of the houses up on the moors have because of the granite. But thanks, Ken, anyway. The service manual is easily downloadable online, Rob. And I think you've already got it. 100 megabits per second VDSO, but nothing in my workshop yet. I will have to look into getting a cat cable then. I'd say, I mean, the eaves is level with the top of the windows here. This is a problem. You can't get a ladder up without resting on the windows. It's a real rubbish system. I've got a problem with the gutter, and I need to get a ladder up to get the gutter, and the gutter joint that's gone is right above the window, and I can't think of any way to get it. A nice glowing skin. Anyway, people, it's 4:30. I was going to shoot off about 4, so I've rabbited on for too long now. We've discussed many topics again, as usual, including chili sauce, radon gas, Cat 5, Cat 6 cables, a bit of radio talk, and it's been good fun, hasn't it? As always. $70 upload. 70 upload. Mine is, I think, I can't remember what it is now, but it wasn't great. I think it was about 9, something like that. I can't remember now. It's not great. I think my download speed will hit 40, but my upload is like 9, I think. So there you go, people. Next week we'll get into the guts of this thing a bit better. So hopefully my back improves over the week. If not, I'm going to have to go and get something done about it, I think, because it's getting a bit silly now. So that's all for now. Thanks again for the super chats and the tips when Mr. Stream Elements did eventually show his face. Thanks, Bob. Klangmeister. A few more caps in the Klangmeister. So yeah, thanks everybody. And I will catch you next week, if not before. Plenty to do this week, in the week as well. I've got to get these SW55s moved along. Got another 2 waiting to be sent in, and this Pro 80's got to be done. I've got the Ferrari fuse box, which got to be done. I've got to do that tomorrow, really. Anyway, cheers everybody. Have a good one, and catch you soon. Bye for now.